Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and as you can see, we have the JP22, which is probably one of the most expensive AR-22s built and available. And this is kind of a part two, but what I want to talk about today is who should be looking at buying this and for what purpose. So I think the right way of kicking this video off is talking about the strengths and weaknesses of this rifle. And to give you a little bit of history about me and this particular rifle, I've owned this for probably 4 or 5 months. I've shot it in several matches and I have well over 1,000 rounds through it. And I've done that with these 25 round M&P mags, also with the 10 rounder M&Ps and the 15 round Black Dog mags. Now, the one thing I can say about this rifle across all that use is that this thing is ultra reliable. And when you're talking AR-22s, that's not something that gets thrown around a lot, but I can assure you that this rifle is as reliable as anything else out there. Actually, I think I have more problems with my AR-15s than I do this AR-22, and that says a lot because that is going to be very important for the use case of who I think should be buying this rifle. Now, a con of this rifle is the price. Now, you can get a standard upper through JP. That's going to save you a little bit of money, but if you're looking at the full rifle, it's going to get very expensive very quickly. Now, that is for a very good reason. And another pro to this rifle, which is build quality. This rifle does not feel like a 22, even though I have some weights up here and things done to it that I specifically did to make it balance really well for DMR style matches. You take all that away, it does not feel like a 22. It feels like any other AR-15, and that's very important because this build quality and the materials used are so good that it feels very high end. Now, if you are looking to do some training on the cheap, if you have a gas gun DMR build or you're just running a gas gun carbine style match or whatever you're doing training with an AR, you can do that much cheaper with the JP22 because obviously you're shooting 22 long rifle ammunition. That's going to save you a lot of money. So if you're looking for something with that feel that's going to give you that training value, not just using an M&P 22 that feels very plasticky, very cheap, this is going to give you that realistic feel, and you can configure this to be set up to however you want it to be to replicate your AR for whatever game you're playing. Now, as I said before, this is ultra reliable, and I have put this thing to the test. I'm going to play you some match footage now. Now, this is a 22 DMR style match, so we had pistol and rifle. It was unlimited round count, and basically you had to get through some pistol targets, then you transition to rifle and you had to make it through them. You had a par time, and if you didn't make it through all the targets in the par time, you were penalized. And that's a pretty well-known format for you guys who are in that game that is called Time Plus. And well, I'll just play you the footage because this thing in that style match is an absolute menace.
Big Daddy. Big then small, Josh. Repeat. Impact. 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 Safe.
Wow, very nice. Very nice, Jeff.
Bottom. Impact. 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 Impact.
Oh my God. Good on, Josh.
Impact.
That's done, right?
Yeah.
Time?
10. Seconds. That was loud. I forgot to put them here.
Shooter ready. Yep.
Face it right.
Impact. Impact.
Loaded up. Yes, sir.
Impact.
Go put that bag back. All right, put it right there on the front where you were sitting.
Impact. Impact. All right. You understand what's going on, Big Daddy?
Yep.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Engage.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I can see a white background, black letters, with black letters better than I can. Impact. So it helps me see it. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it.
I'm also thinking where you took
Impact.
right to it.
Yes, that's what I like about it.
Impact.
Get my other room next
Yeah,
to
it clipped it.
Yeah. Impact.
Safe.
Impact.
Safe.
We've all talked about bringing our Smith
Impact.
Safe.
semi-autos like that for one of these, and everybody say
Impact. Exactly.
So I think from that you can see how well this rifle performs. And I want to close this out with something that could be a pro or could be a con depending on your use case and how you look at things. So in the world of 22 long rifles, I own rifles on the wall, bolt guns that I use for PRS 22, which is one shot per. You get one shot at one target, you either hit it, you don't, and then you move. And time is not really that big of a deal, but precision is. So putting those up against this is unfair. This gun is a MOA to sub MOA gun, and if you're using it for training, for doing DMR or those kind of things, how I'm using this rifle, then I think that is totally fine, and that's a pro to this rifle, is that it's super reliable and it's an MOA gun. Now, if you're looking to do PRS 22, you do have the semi-auto division. I think this thing could compete there. Will it compete with the Voodoos, the Rimexes? No. At the end of the day, it's a semi-auto, and you're really going to be hard-pressed to find a semi-auto 22 that will compete with some of these high-end bolt guns out at 300 yards, which is where we regularly shoot to in these kind of matches. Now, your NRL 22 monthly match, I think you're totally fine here. I think this is totally capable. Your NRL 22X match, again, where you're getting out there 300 to 400 yards, I think you're going to see an appreciable difference between the JP22 and some of these rifles on the wall, and likely the rifles you're going to encounter at those matches. Voodoos, Rimexes, very custom CZs. So it could be, like I said, a pro or a con, depending on how you look at it. If you're looking for something that's going to shoot .2 and .3 at 50 all the time, this is not that rifle. If you're looking for something that's sub-MOA to MOA and really, really reliable and a very well-made, real feel AR style rifle, and you don't mind spending the money, then this is it. So it's one of those deals where it's very hard for me to say, yes, this is worth the money, or no, because it's going to depend on what you want to use it for. Now for me, I'm getting into more carbine style matches. I'm shooting more sniper DMR matches, you know, center fire stuff. And this is an invaluable tool for me because I can take practice ammo, I can go out to my home range, and I can shoot this and put reps in and really get dialed in without spending the money. And this will be the last time you see this in this configuration, and part of the reason why I wanted to do this update, because I've been shooting some 2-gun carbine style matches. My daughter is going to shoot them with me, and 223, it's expensive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this Gen 2 Nexus, which a review coming on this, I owe you guys that. It's been an awesome scope. Gonna take that off, taking off the arc rail, taking off the weights, probably a more lightweight buttstock, lightweight grip, and we are going to run this like a true 2-gun kind of rifle and get some of that practice in. So you guys will see this again for sure. The rifle is not going anywhere. It's been performing extremely well, and I hope that I haven't left anything out. If I did, just pop a comment down there. I try and read and get to all those. And as always, guys, I appreciate you. We'll catch you on the next one.